Hey everyone, this is Eric from FirearmTutorials.com, and today I'm going to talk about the Masterpiece Arms MPA 930T. It is a micro Uzi pistol, chambered in 9mm with a 35 round magazine and a barrel threaded in 1/2 by 28. I'm going to talk about the specifics of this gun, give you the pros and cons. I'll do a quick strip of it so you can see the internals, and then tell you why you shouldn't buy it. So the specifics, like I said, it's chambered in 9mm. It's all steel, so it's a pretty heavy gun, surprisingly. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger from the picture of it online, but see if I can find something to give it a good scale. This is a USP full-size 9mm, so you can see they're about the same size. It's not a bad gun. My main purpose for buying it was that it had a threaded barrel and I wanted to shoot it suppressed. It comes with this fake suppressor, which kind of looks cool, but at the same time it doesn't. It adds a lot of weight to the end of the gun, which I don't think is needed because the gun itself is already pretty heavy. So usually when you put something like this on the end of the gun, it's to aid in reducing the recoil, which is really not needed in this gun because of the overall weight of it to begin with. Let's go with the pros here. Pros, it's reliable. I put a couple hundred rounds through it and had no problems with it whatsoever. No problems with the magazine, no problems with the feeding, or, like I said, no problems of any kind. It's durable. I mean, this is all steel. You can really bang the hell out of this thing. You can, drop it on the ground, smack it on the pavement. It doesn't matter. So there's no plastic pieces that are going to break. This thing is pretty much 100% metal. The magazine is polymer, but, it's decently constructed polymer like most of the other magazines these days. So you don't have to worry about the durability or reliability. It is fun to shoot. I mean, when you load this thing up with 35 rounds and basically just pull the trigger as fast as you can, it is pretty fun to shoot. And like I said, the barrel's threaded, so you can use it with a real suppressor if you have one. Cons, accuracy is not great, at least not for me, not right out of the box. Pretty much with any regular pistol, within one or two magazines, I pretty much have my bearings and can shoot it fairly accurately. This was a totally different story. The sights on it are not great. You see, you just got the little post there. If you're shooting, at something in low light or on a dark target, it's very hard to see. So if I practice for a couple weeks or a month, I'm pretty sure I could get some decent accuracy out of it. But out of the box, I'm going to say it's inaccurate. The trigger on this is pretty good. I'll go ahead and show you the pull on it is pretty good. The reset on it, the reset is short. So overall, the mechanics of the trigger are pretty good. The thing I don't like about this is when this thing cycles and resets, the force that's transferred through this trigger really hurts your trigger finger. I mean, if you're using the bed of your finger like you should be, after 15 or 20 rounds, my finger was hurting so much I had to actually put the gun down and figure out what the hell was going on. So it actually turns out this little plastic or rubber boot that's on here came on it when it was shipped originally, and I took it off thinking that it was just something they put on there to designate that it's new when they pack it or whatever, but it actually is on there for a reason. So once I put that back on there, it helped out a lot. But, kind of like the accuracy, I'm sure after a while you're going to get used to it, but if you're not, it's really kind of painful and it makes it kind of not fun to shoot. And, another con I'll go ahead and say is that the magazine is so big, 35 rounds, if you're loading that up every time and blowing through them, it can get pretty expensive to shoot. So take that as you will. Let's go ahead and do a quick strip of it. The mechanics of this gun are very, very simple. You've got the safety on the side, so it's pretty much safe for fire. And to strip it, there's a pin here, one on each side, that one goes inside the other. So just go ahead and grab this one with your fingernail. It's pretty easy to pull out once you get it started. There you go. You've still got the other side in there, so I usually just use this to kind of poke it out like so. You pull the rest of this out, and there goes the assembly there. So you've got an upper and lower, so once you separate these two, you've got the upper with the bolt and barrel, and then the lower with the internal parts. Pretty simple. Internal is very simple. You see you've got the trigger there, there's a couple springs and things for the safety, and then the trigger bar that transfers to the hammer. So you see you've got the hammer there, and then when you pull the trigger, hammer flies forward. Pretty simple, easy to clean. That could be another pro actually, but it's very easy to clean. Upper, so you've got the little cocking handle here, or cocking bolt, whatever you want to call it. That just pulls right out the top. See there's a little hole there that lines up for reassembly. Slide these two out. You've got the upper with the barrel, pretty simple. And then the actual bolt itself. You've got the recoil spring, extractor on the side, firing pin back here. So not too much to it. Reassembly is pretty easy. Like I said, you just line up this little guy here, push that forward, that's it. The only caveat to reassembling with the lower is that you need to make sure that the hammer is back. So once you have the hammer back, slide this guy together. There you go. You see that's lined up. Now you just reassemble your retaining pins in any fashion. It doesn't matter which side is which as long as they come together. And that's pretty much it. You field stripped it, you know, it's ready to go again. Should you buy this? Well, MSRP on this guy is $488.95. I picked it up for about $380 or so from budsgunshop.com. Like I said, wasn't expecting too much, was really kind of buying it as a toy. So, I mean, as far as practical uses for it, I wouldn't say this is a great self-defense gun. I mean, you've got a lot of rounds in here, but it's probably not the best thing in the dark. It's not going to be very accurate, at least right off the bat, or at a very strong distance. Not a good concealed carry gun, obviously, because one, it's so big, and two, it's so damn heavy. Not really a target gun. Like I said, it would take a long time to get accurate with this, especially as accurate as you can be with some of the pistols these days. There'd really be no point to using this. So if you've got $400 to blow, or you want something that you're just going to primarily use as a toy, then this is it. Anything other, I would say no. This is kind of a popular gun. If I take friends out shooting, they always want to shoot the Uzi, like, oh yeah, I want to shoot the Uzi, yeah. And, you know, it's kind of got a shock and awe feature, especially if you're shooting it suppressed. This thing is really fun to shoot suppressed. You do get a lot of blowback coming out of the breech, but it is fun to shoot, I will give you that. So that's the Masterpiece Arms MPA 930T. You know, subscribe to my channel. I'm always adding new reviews on stuff and talking about all kinds of cool gun stuff. So that's it, and thanks for watching.